Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Yeah. Wow. Even my headphones sound different. Yeah. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today, Monday. Monday. Woo! Yeah. Hey. Lydia, how you doing? Guys, today we have an interesting conversation for you guys. Interesting conversation that needs your participation. But before we start, let me say thank you guys so much. You see, Ride Along is one of the most dedicated, or some of the most dedicated set of people that you would ever find. You guys, very dedicated. Let me tell you guys something. Val, big up yourself. Everybody share. Lacey J, how you doing? Wow. Good evening. Yeah, everybody stay around. Let me tell you guys something. Ride Along is one of the most dedicated set of people on this face of this earth. I'm telling all you. So I set out to accomplish a mission. And if all you know me, when I set out to accomplish a mission, I don't abandon or abort the mission until the mission is complete. Yeah. So I am still here in Grenada. And I am happy to see that the mission to map out and trail out this whole place for the ride has been very successful. And I would like to thank everyone who participated, everyone who have been enjoying the ride with us. And the ride continues, guys. It is now the biggest, the talk of the tongue, and that's because of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Yes, thank you. Yes. From the folk from St. David to St. Andrew to St. Patrick to where we went yesterday, St. John, Guavton, big up all yourself. Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much. Love you. It was so great driving through every single town, village here in Grenada and just spreading the love and promoting the ride. So Ride Along Riders is not just you guys and us on the ride here. It's us physically riding around and enjoying the beauty, right? So St. Vincent and Trinidad and all other countries are prepared to be on the ride as well. Like the physical ride I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much. So I had to. And thanks to Fantastic Crew Tours up top. And the guys at Fantastic Tours that took us around. Thanks to all of our tour guys, Simon Green, of course, Kiki, the whole crew, Walker, Blazer, everybody. Thank you guys so much. It's great. I love it. Thank you guys so much. The riders, man. And guys, the ride continue this Sunday. They're in St. George, but I just had to big up the riders on this one. And I'm still here. All right, guys, so let's get down to business now. Let's get on to business, right? So, you guys been hearing about a brand new political party that was just recently launched. Now, the young lady behind the political party, her name is Miss Carol Alexander Jones, right? Um, the political party was launched over the weekend. There was a launch here there was a launch in St. Andrew, somewhere in Marquis. And then there was another launch of this political organization in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. The acronym of that political party is the CHGCP, right? CHGCP. And people are curious and concerned, not concerned but curious as to who is behind it, because they've been hearing a lot about it. You saw Tallpree doing promotion, you saw Brother B. So we decided to have our own personal interaction with this female political leader. Now, a lot of people, they like it because they say, okay, well, it's a female in politics. And most likely, if things go her way, she will become the next prime minister, right? But we have to go through the process, and this is the getting to know you process. So help me welcome, guys. Hey, Noel Charles, how you doing? Thank you. This is the getting to know you process. Help me welcome, guys, on the ride today, Miss Carol Alexander Jones. How are you?
Hello. Good evening, Junior. It's a pleasure to be on your show tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, I listen. I am a kind of person. I love to engage. I love to interact, especially with new ideas, new concepts. I'm a person I always try to come up with innovative ways of doing things. And I saw, the push, right? And I personally wanted to know for myself. So this is a curiosity answered from myself, and I'm sure thousands of people all over who've been hearing about you, who've been hearing about your new political party. So thanks for actually taking the time to sit with us to give us some information about yourself and your political party. All right?
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, so
And I have to say,
Go ahead.
I have to say good night to everyone listening.
Yeah, you have to big up the riders, The riders is the
Yeah,
move.
okay, big up riders.
Let me tell you something. If you get the riders on your side, you win.
Mhm.
If you get the riders on your side, you win. All right.
Okay, I hear you. All right.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start there. Let's start there. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Carol Alexander Jones?
Well, I was born on the island of Carriacou, one of our sister islands. But I went away as a child. I think I was around 7 years old when I traveled with my mother to the U.S. Where, that's where I went to school. I went to middle school, high school, and college in the U.S. But even though I was away every summer, my parents would send me back home. I would always be going back and forth. And when I became an adult, I'm always down here. Since in my 20s, I'm here a lot. So it started as 2 times a year, then 3, 4, sometimes 5 times I'm flying back. So
Okay.
I'm, you could say at this point, I'm a resident of Grenada and the USA, because I'm here I'm down in Grenada more than half of the year.
Okay. All right. Good. So you have strong roots. Of course, well, you have roots in Carriacou, and Carriacou. Let me tell you, Carriacou is amazing. The most cultural, the best food.
Yes, yes, it's very good. Were you there for the carnival that just passed?
I hopped in and hopped out because I had so much other obligation. The carnival is awesome. Monday night mass
Okay.
was a blast. Everything was
Yes.
spectacular. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So let's talk about you growing up. Did you always have political aspirations?
No, actually, no. I've never had political aspirations. I went to nursing school. I became a nurse. I'm currently in medical school to become a doctor. I have
Oh,
about another year. Yeah, I have about another year and a half. Yeah, about another year and a half to go.
right, right,
Um, right. So I never was into the political scene
right.
until early 2022.
Okay, we're gonna get to that point, but we still want to get to know you back then. Tell us about the school. Tell us about things. Tell us about some stuff about you. Just give us some get to know you kind of things. Get us acquainted a bit. So
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
mhm.
What do you like? Okay. Let me ask you then.
Okay.
What's your favorite dish? What would you like to eat? What's your favorite type of music?
I like my favorite food. I would say our Karakou dish, which is kuku and kalalu and okra.
Okay,
That's my favorite food. I grew up. Yeah, I grew up with my mom always cooking that, and that's my favorite food.
right.
And the type of music I like to listen, I love to listen to obviously our Grenadian music. Um, Also
Yeah. Uh,
American R&B music.
okay. All right. All right. All right. So you said that you left for a bit and or of course you migrated to the U.S. You're back and forth until that time in 2022 when you decided to advance your political aspirations. What made you even thought about politics?
Well, in my time of coming, traveling back and forth to Grenada for the over the years, I realized that the place is stagnant. Nothing, not there's no growth, you know, compared to what I'm used to in terms of being. I know America is a much more developed country, but I think Grenada can try to reach halfway and really develop more than it is right now. So I felt like that the people have a need. The country has a need, and I feel like it wasn't being fulfilled by the previous government.
Okay.
So when I look, I'm like, what's going on? COVID was there. The people didn't get anything. They didn't get any stimulus. They didn't get nothing from the government. So I felt for them. A lot of people were out of work, and I felt for them. And I think that, you know, they were treated unjustly and unfairly. And when I look at the country, I think the country could be so much more um, better, you know, in terms of um, infrastructure.
Right. So
Yeah.
your political vision did not really, or did it really coincide? Well, based on what you say, it did not really coincide with that of the previous administration. You felt like enough, well, a lot
Wasn't being done.
wasn't being done,
No,
right?
no.
Okay. So election 20, June came, election was called, a new administration came in, the NDC came in. What was your thoughts?
Well, prior to Keith Mitchell, the previous prime minister, prior to him calling the election in May of 2022, I sought for change. I did sought out for change, and I created a website. I did create a Facebook page that I was like, well, there's a new government. Well, NDC is not new, but their members were new. They were younger, so I felt that they could possibly make a better change and a difference in our country and for our people.
Right.
So, I created a Facebook page to really try to boost them. And yeah.
So at that point in time, your politics were more aligned with the NDC.
Right, because I felt that they probably could do a better job than the previous administration.
Right, right. Did you approach or try to become a member of the organization or try to be a candidate in that administration?
No, no.
Okay, all right. So talk to us now. So that came, the election was called, they won the election.
Right.
What happened? What happened after that?
Well, after that, months after, months and it's like when a year passed, certain things that were happening, I was, I to me, I'm going to tell the honest truth, they do not care. I see that the members do not really care about the people, okay, nor the country. So this is why I decided to form my own political party.
Right. Okay, we're going to talk about your whole ideas and
Okay.
what you have in terms of, or what you're presenting in terms of the changes that you see for Grenada that could take them further, that is different from the NNP and that is different from the current NDC. So during we're in that process right now. We're still in the, a year, going on 2 years or so of that.
Going on 2 years, yeah.
2 years. What are some of the things that you could itemize that this administration is or has been doing that you totally object to, or that you would like to see do better?
Well, number one, I hate the fact that they let go so many people after they promised that they wouldn't. They let go a lot of people from jobs, and a lot of people right now are hungry because of that. That's one thing. And I don't really see much projects going on. So where is the money going to? I don't see any much projects going on in the country.
Okay, so that's one. What are some? Is there anything else that you could identify?
The agriculture, they promised to start that up and get that going. I don't see that going.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else? Could you give us like a laundry list or a list of different things that you see? Because I want to understand from your perspective and what would your administration do differently? So we're talking about the people that they let go and in the agriculture field. Is there anything specific that that you deem as insufficient or insignificant at this point?
Well, I mean, there are things, and but certain things I choose not to mention now because it's early in the game.
Right.
So I choose not to mention a lot of things.
Okay. All right. So how would a Carol Alexander administration approach or change or fix or repair some of these neglects or some of these dents that is left by this former administration of the NNP and now this current administration. Tell us about some of your plans.
Well, I plan on developing a superb healthcare system because we all know Grenada healthcare system is not up to par as it needs to be. A lot of people are dying because due to lack of diagnosis, proper diagnosis, due to the medical equipment not being up to par, also um, due to lack of physicians and the facilities. The facilities really needs to improve.
Okay. Okay. What would be your plan for generating more income into Grenada?
Well, the thing about it is, when it comes to um, my plan for January, I don't want to get into.
Right, right. Because it's only time still. It's
It's
still
early. It's very
right,
early.
right,
But
right, right.
I'm developing a plan in how to do all that I say I want to change in terms of the healthcare system, instead of in terms of the transportation system,
Right.
the busing system. It's horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible. That
What
needs to change.
what would a transportation system under your administration
Look
resemble?
like
You don't have to give me no. Don't give me full details because there are a lot of copycats out there. Next thing you see, next thing they just implement it and say that is their plan.
right.
You
So this
understand
is
that?
why you see I have a massive vision and a massive plan to change the transportation system, to bring in new things, which I know you all want to know.
Right,
I know you want to know. I know you all want to know.
right.
But because we have a new government, they still have 3 more years. So I don't want to say things and then they end up
Right.
putting their, implementing what I am saying.
Okay. Here's something that I'm passionate about. Share what you think about this. I'm passionate about low emission vehicle or zero emission vehicles. I'm very passionate about e-bikes and solar power and all of that stuff. Is your administration vision to adapt the eco-friendly nature or the ecosystem, Grenada being a green place, to provide power and also sustainable job? Would that be a vision or focus of your administration?
Yes, most definitely it would be, because I think with that in place, it would it would be good for the environment. It would be good on saving for fuel and gas. So yes, I really believe that would be an improvement for our country.
Right, right. Jobs. Another thing I'm very passionate about. Again, we don't want to give them everything now. I mean,
Right.
right, right. But just scratch the surface, kind of just brush the surface a bit. Um, Jobs. You spoke about, a lot of people got released from jobs. You said a lot of people were let go from jobs. The administration pointed out that I believe sometime last year that there was actually a deduction in the job numbers. How would you? What's your vision in terms of implementation, in terms of job creation? What's your vision?
Well, besides government, I believe we need to create jobs, private jobs,
Right,
like opening up more factories. Um, the country itself can build more hotels, so we can employ more individuals,
right,
not only foreign investors coming and building up.
Right. So is your vision that the state should own hotels?
Yes.
Okay. And manage those hotels, or should it be managed by the private sector?
Well, I mean, we're going to hire the private sector to run the hotels, to manage it. Yeah, to manage the hotels.
Right.
In terms of, we're going to hire the public, I should say.
Right. Right. Well, okay. So what and again, listen, anything to create jobs is a win-win, because if people are employed, what you find is that it's a ripple effect. People are
Right.
could sustain their family,
Hmm.
and of course, the government get tax revenue again when people are employed. Yeah,
Right.
everybody benefit. But the way and who should create job and who is responsible for creating job? Do you think that it is incumbent on the government to provide or to create job, or for government to create the the environment for jobs to be created? What's your vision?
Yes, I believe that, because especially if your country is, if your country needs it, yes, I believe it's the responsibility of the government to do so.
Right.
I believe so.
Which one? To create the environment or to create the jobs? Because you don't want the if the government
Both.
both. Okay, okay. So okay, good, right.
You
Which
have to help your people. As a government, you must help your people. If you see your people are struggling daily and they feel that their only way out is by traveling and going to another country to live, then that's an issue.
right,
It's a big issue.
right,
If
right,
if the people are struggling every day to make it, to eat, then that is up to the government. You have to. This party is about the people.
right,
It's a people's party. The needs of the people.
right, right. So you put people front and center.
Yes.
The obligation, again, guys, we speaking here with Carol Alexander, conversation, getting to know her and her ideas in her new political party. And she's giving us, again, her vision, her insight in going forward in this political party. You know, a lot of people, let me say this, a lot of people always quick to criticize, right, before actually understanding, right? But I want you to listen to what she have to say. You may object. You may object. It may sound something novel to your understanding. But listen, and if you have an objection, we can make polite criticism, or basically you might even feel the same way as she feels. So I see a lot of comments, and I'm watching what people are saying. But again, guys, don't close your ear to the information, I beg, right? Let's talk about revenue generation, because you spoke about agriculture. A lot of people think that agriculture could do much better, and for a lot of years agriculture has been neglected.
Yes.
Do you
Most definitely.
Right? What do you think could be done, could give agriculture that nudge that it need?
Well, to start black planting so that we can do more exporting rather than importing. Because with importing, we have to be spending money, a lot of money to import goods that we have the natural resource, the soil. We have fertile soil, good soil in Grenada, and we can start back planting, start back farming, help the farmers more. The government should be able to help the farmers more in order to in order for the agricultural system to grow.
Right, right, right. Okay.
Like
Uh,
the farmers are, they're lacking a lot, if they had the supplies and the equipment that they need, they will be able to produce much more vegetables, fruits
Right.
than what they're producing now.
Right.
And we should be able to export these goods and produces.
Right. Okay. All right. Um, in terms of farming, a lot of people had said, even
Hmm.
to date, that young people are shying away and pulling away from agriculture. Young people are not. They don't want to get involved. Like they don't want to get their hand dirty. I remember I used to go and pick up nutmeg and them kind of thing, and they don't want to go and do that. Um, do you have a plan or idea? Again, we don't want to give them all the plan, but do you have an idea how we could get young people to come back or at least focus on farming, or even if some, backyard kind of thing, plant
Hmm.
lettuce or tomato or something like that? What's your vision into getting young people to focus on agriculture? Or is that a part of your vision?
It is a part of my vision. The only thing I'm going to say when it comes to that plan is educational courses first, to provide educational courses for the people, for everyone, and gear it towards the young people.
Right. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
When I say educational courses, I mean in terms of agriculture, farming, and make it so that they'll be interested. Because if they're making enough produce, that's more money coming in for them. So they'll want to do it. So
Right.
we have to make it interesting and make it seem worth it for them to do.
Right. Right. Education, a big, big, big sector. Is this administration doing sufficiently enough to push education? And what would your ideas to push the education sector here on the island?
Well, with the education on the island, when it comes to this administration, it's a bit too early to judge them on that. But in terms of my ideas to how I want to improve education, I think we need to, build more colleges. But maybe we could start with building one every couple of years.
Right.
Yeah, we need that. Um, and also online college.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can start that. We can implement that.
Okay. What about revenue? To where the money coming from? The brass tacks of all of this stuff, the money had to come from somewhere. Do we get loans? Do we try to get? I mean, how do we raise the funds to do those things from your perspective?
Grants, loans, but I want to. I'm gonna focus more on the grants, so that way we don't owe too much. But
Right.
definitely grants.
Well, that's pending that grants are available, because grants are not always just sitting there and readily available. So, which
Hmm.
means that if you soliciting grants, you have to have a very robust ministry that is actively seeking those grants. And then again, are, do you already know that there are grants that are available there, or is something that you hope that might be available for these projects?
I I'm from I was born in Grenada, but I grew up in the United States.
Right.
So I have my resources that I plan on going to get grants.
Oh, so you
Mhm.
so you have access to people with money. I mean, that's a good thing.
I have my resources.
You have your
I have
resources.
my resources.
Right, right, right. Nothing else.
I'm in the medical field.
Right, right. Yeah. And hence the reason why you spoke about medical, because I think that one of the biggest thing that a country could do is to show off its great medical assets. Because if
Right.
you could show the world that, you know, if you could show the world that you could come here and live and you don't have to worry about if you get a cut on your foot, you go have to cut out your foot and
That's
these
right.
kind of things, more people would come, more people would invest, people would
Mhm.
retire and come back to Grenada, right?
Right, right. To live.
So on that note, let's talk about the medical school that the
Mhm.
government has proposed to start building. They allocated lands to start the process. What's your take on that? And is it enough to that, or should they even do more? What's your take on improving the medical facilities and the medical tourism outlook of the island?
Well, I believe that the medical system needs a massive revamp, remodeling. We need we need better facilities. We need better doctors. We need specialists. You know, so that, as you said, people number one, people living here. Okay, let's start with people living here.
Right,
People living here have to deal with going to the hospital and not being sure if they're even going to come back alive. So, because of lack of proper health care. And then yes, let's talk about people from away, people in the diaspora who come home and they are afraid. They say they cannot live home because the health care. So they rather stay in either America, Canada, the UK, because
right,
they're afraid to come home because of the lack of health care in
right.
Grenada.
And what's your plans to retaining those nurses? Because you in the medical field and you understand that nurses are hard to come by. Sometimes they get a better deal in another country that pays much more than here. I mean, everybody looking out for the bottom line at the end of the day. How do you retain nurses to stay in the system?
Well, as you said, raise their pay. Nurses need a raise in pay. So do the doctors. So, and I think that will retain them and keep them from traveling abroad and going to work elsewhere.
Right,
Raise the pay, and it's all in how you treat your employee also. Are they being treated well? Are they being properly staffed? Do they have enough staff? Do they have enough equipment? Do they have enough supplies, medical supplies to work with? A lot of them are frustrated in Grenada because they do not have enough medical supply, even the medication. I hear people going in the hospital
right,
and they don't have antibiotics. They have to send them, or painkillers. They have to send them out to the outside private pharmacies to buy it and then come back and they could treat them.
right,
So that can make the nurses and the doctor very frustrated. Government is supposed to provide all the supplies for the hospital. So why isn't it being provided? I don't know.
right,
There's obviously lack of funding going into the healthcare system, and this is why it's lacking.
right,
This
right,
is why people are coming out sicker or dying after they go into to the hospital for an ailment or illness.
right, right. What about health insurance? What's your take on that?
That's something that we can put we can
Yeah.
put in perspective, and
Yeah.
because it's very helpful when a person have health insurance, because a lot now, now I'm here, people who go to the hospital, they're telling me that, what used to be free, they have to pay a percentage, like when women used to go to have babies, the C-section surgery used to be free in general hospital. Now they have to pay a certain amount. So if they have medical insurance, then that will be covered.
Right.
If they're paying, even though people may not even want to pay the monthly fee, because it would have to be a monthly fee um, for the medical insurance. But if we have low cost medical insurance fees monthly, then I believe a lot of people would be on board, because it's their health, so they'll be on board to um to get into medical insurance and paying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Should the should do you envision it being mandatory, a mandatory acceptance of medical insurance, or it should be ad hoc, as if you want it, then you should get it? Should government implement that as into legislation to make it mandatory for everyone to pay insurance, as somehow it is in Canada? Everyone could go to the doctor. The health system is different than that of the U.S. Should it be mandatory, do you believe?
No, I
Okay,
don't believe we should force, because some people, they can't afford to pay it. I don't believe that it should be mandatory. It should be for those who want it.
okay, all right.
Because
Guys, again,
I don't want to pressure people. I to pressure people.
okay, okay, all right. Listen, we're getting to know you, We're getting to know you, we're getting to feel you out, we're getting to understand, your plans, and later I want to find out about more about the party, and you are basically going to run a full slate of candidates for the next for the upcoming general election, and I want to find out about that, and the folks that you might be looking at or looking to acquire for that purpose. Um, I wanted to, oh, this is what I wanted to ask you, because I know there are a lot of police who are watching, and oftentimes they feel like it's either this administration or the previous administration not doing enough for police. Do you think, or what could you do, or what's your vision in terms of increase or better policing on the island, or not better policing, because the police standard is very high in terms of solving crime, but oftentimes they're dissatisfied with treatment sometimes, because they oftentimes tell me, how would you better enable, or have this working relation between government and, well, between your administration, sorry, and the police?
Well, I strongly believe in the police, because the police are our national security. So I believe that they are being neglected also. For instance, I believe they should have gotten a raise of pay for this budget year. So,
Right.
Junior.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't
I wanted,
seeing
I
you.
wanted I wanted to give you a full feature at time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah.
you believe that the police should be getting a raise, a pay?
Yes, definitely, because they protect us. We
Right.
don't have an army. We don't have a military. The
Right.
police are our military.
Yeah.
So I strongly believe, and I believe it in increasing the numbers of police. I
Yeah.
think there's approximately only 1,000.
Not there had to be more than that.
Approximate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Approximate.
Here's what I'm here's what I'm
So
hearing.
I,
You
mhm.
you are projecting a lot of things, a lot of good things that people might say. Well, yeah, this is good. If this one getting doctors getting raised up pay, nurses getting raised up pay, police increasing the numbers, all of that is good stuff. But still, where's the income coming from?
Oh,
Where is that dollars
it's,
coming from?
it's going to come. It's coming. It's going to come.
Okay,
Yeah. You want to know
okay,
where it's coming from, but I'm not ready to disclose that as yet. But
right,
it's going to come. Why? Because just like you have a mission, remember you
right,
said you have a mission? I have a mission for this country also. I have a mission. God put me here and he will supply, he will provide, he will send me to all the resources where I can get the money. Okay? And it will happen. So all the people, all the NDCites in the comments who are saying all this and that, I will be the best prime minister that this country ever had. Ever. Why? Because I'm not for self. I'm not for full in my pockets. I'm not swell headed. Okay? I have a vision. The vision for our country to grow, to become one of the best Caribbean island nation, tri-island nation. Okay? So y'all need to get used to it. Get used to me being here. Okay? I might be the best prime minister that Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martin ever had. Because why? I care about our people and I care about building up our country, our nation.
okay. What personal attribute do you have from nursing and going in to be a doctor, studying to be a doctor, that you believe that would catapult you to be the best prime minister? Do you have?
Well, number one, from nursing, most nurses are compassionate.
Right,
They're caring. They they want to help others. So that's why I'm so compassionate right now about our people living better lifestyles and for our country to grow, to build up infrastructurally, healthcare wise, um, agriculturally. We as a country, we need to unify. We need to come together. We need to build up this nation. This is my focus.
right,
Build up this country. It could be so much better. It's beautiful. Grenada is beautiful. We have beautiful natural resources. But we need more. We need more in order for the people could live happily, peacefully, and contently.
right,
And yeah. So this is my aim, my goal, my
right.
mission.
So again, your political party is called CHGCP. Tell us the acronym CHGCP.
CHGCP stands for Change Hope for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I when I thought of the name, I said we need a huge change, a huge better change, and we need hope. This country need hope. I feel that Grenada is just stagnant. It's stagnant. It's been led afloat for years. It's been afloat. It's by the previous administration. It's been kept from drowning, but it hasn't been lifted. It hasn't grown. I'm going to give Jackie Jacket when it comes to Keith Mitchell. Keith Mitchell, he is a legend in terms of the amount of years that he has ran this country,
Right,
right? Almost a quarter of a century, almost 25 years. But does he know how to bring this country to another level, a higher level, a higher standard? No, you had your chance. I don't see any difference. The only difference I see is this foreign investors come put in hotels, and that's it. A lot of, if you look at St. George's Town, a lot of buildings are the same from back in what, 1960s, 70s. There's no renovations. You know, when you go to Guave, when you go to Sauteurs, when you go to Grenville, you know, when I watch the buildings, I'm like, no, this could be much better. We could really renovate these towns and make them great.
Right, right, right.
And all that, if these infrastructure, which I said I wasn't going to talk about, but you're making me talk. You forcing it out of me, Junior.
We want the headlines. Yeah, we want.
Right. If we can have that major renovation in our major towns,
Right,
even in Carriacou and Petit Martinique,
right,
I believe it will bring in, number one, is going to bring in more tourists. You know, tourism is going to catapult,
right.
and it will bring back, like, I want population increase. Yes, yeah, population. Yeah, bring people back home, or people can stay here instead of always they move away year after year. So
Okay.
Grenada has been stuck at 100,000, approximately 100,000 population since I was a child. It's not growing. It should grow.
Interesting point. Interesting point. When you say population increase, I was thinking that you were saying that people should make more kids. I was thinking that's where my mind was going.
No, 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 not to make. No, 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 not to
So,
make more
how
kids.
do you increase the population? By inviting more people to come here, so increasing CBI, increasing. How do you increase the
I don't
population?
mean I don't mean foreigners in terms of different country. I mean our people, our
Right,
Grenadians who are in the diaspora. I mean, yes, the diaspora, to move back,
right,
make it easier for them. Make, you know, housing. Let them be able. If a lot of people, if they had housing to go back to in Grenada, they would come. They would move back. Make it easier. Build housing, new housing, build new housing for people who already are living here, and also for people who wants to move. Let us have that available for people who want to move back, who would like to move back. Because trust me, there's a lot of people in the diaspora, in the US, in Canada, in the UK, in Europe, who are catching their tail, and they wish they could come back home. But when they look at it, it's like, what's the sense of coming back? That's what people say. What's the
right.
sense of coming back home? Things hard for people. What I will do? I can get a job, you know. So I want a 360 degrees change.
Okay. And you know who the last female leader I heard speak about increasing population? Mia Mottley from Barbados spoke
Okay. Oh.
about increasing population in the entire region.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something I believe firmly, personally. We need to have a bigger population. So I'm supportive with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the next election. It's possibly about 3 or so years away, and your slate of candidates that you're looking to put on ballot for all the constituency. Do you have your slate already? What type of people are you going to be, bringing together to be a part of your party? Have you been speaking to people already?
I've been speaking to people, but I am very cautious in who I choose. But that is priority now. Now that the party has been launched, that is priority because I need a team.
Right.
I do need a team. To be stronger, you need a team.
Right.
So, and why I say I want to be cautious, I don't want people who just coming in for an opportunity to fill their pockets, to live lavishly while the people live as peasants or commoners. No, I don't want that. I want to make sure that they have the heart, the genuine heart, as I do, for our people and for our country. I want to make sure that their purpose is the same as mine, that we are like-minded,
Right. Right.
and they ain't gonna change once they get in office. Once they win their seat, and no, you come in to serve the people. You were voted in to serve the people, and that's what we are going to do: serve the people. This is why I don't want to be under neither NNP or NDC, because I know my vision, I know my mission, and I don't want anyone to deter me from that, because they're not really for building this nation. They're not really for the people and to make life better for our people. They're not. So this is why I don't want to be under none of them,
Right.
because I see their focus is not on our people. It's not.
Right. Right. Okay. Guys, I've been watching your comment, and of course, we're speaking here with Carol Alexander Jones. She just launched a brand new political party. It's called CEHGCP, Change Hope for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, and she's laying out her plans for contesting in the next general election. I'm going to open up the phone lines, and you guys, if you want to call in quickly and briefly and respectfully, with a comment or so, you could do so right now. The number is 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Carol, is there anything that you are seeing done right now that you might deem good from this current administration, that you applaudable or approve from your standards?
Well, I can tell you one thing that I see in Carriacou. I haven't seen anything in Grenada. I've been down here and I haven't seen anything in Grenada. But I appreciate that they've done the sidewalks, some of the sidewalks in the town, and they're doing over the fish market in Windward. So with that, I do applaud the government administration in charge of Carriacou for doing that.
And nothing else?
No, nothing else.
Okay. A lot of work. You got a lot of work ahead to change. Again, 718-701-5720 is speaking live here with Ms. Carol Alexander Jones on the launch of a brand new political party, and she's here telling us about her plans. And we got a call. Let's take this call right now. Let's put this caller up and over. Caller live, where are you calling us from? Hello? All right, let me try it again. Okay, caller, 1 second. Caller, go right ahead.
Hi, Junior. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Good. I would like to ask the young lady.
Yes,
I know
Ms.
two
Jones.
main political parties in Grenada.
Yes.
There's little others on the side, and there are diehard NMPI and NDCI.
Right.
What is her plan in pulling those NDCIs and NMPIs to her party?
Okay, absolutely. So listen to her response on the live, okay? Because I couldn't pull you into the
Okay.
phone. All right, cool. So this caller is saying that us about her plans. There's okay, things working out. Yeah, there are two major political parties in Grenada: the NNP or the NDC. That are you one or the other? What's your plans in getting them over on your side?
Well, number one, I have to go on the ground. I have to go from
Right.
village, from house to house, village to village, and speak with our people, talk to them, tell them my plans and how my plans are to better them and better Grenada.
Right.
And I leave the rest to God.
Right. But how do you combat the machinery that has been established for so many years? Some people are diehard NNP because the parents and the parents before
Right.
them are NNP. And how? Go ahead.
Junior, in the last election, how do you think NDC won? A lot of NNP people voted for them. They decided they want a change too, and they believed in these people because they're new. They weren't part of the old members. They were new, so they gave them a chance. So the same could happen here. God could work on people's hearts. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to them in the comments because they're themselves gonna turn around and vote for me. Okay, I
Right.
believe that, and that's it. Yeah, that they.
So you are so convincing that
Mhm.
even some of the diehard riders in here, you are gonna have to convince them to vote for you.
Because when I start, listen, a lot of the writers, a lot of them, they're from the diaspora, right? A lot of
Not
them.
all, but they all trust me. They all over
Oh,
the
they all over.
they
So my focus first is the people living in Grenada because they live it, so they know it. They know what they're going through. So when they hear all my plans, when I really unleash, and they hear all my plans, they will believe. God would change their hearts. I'm
okay.
telling you, they will believe, and they would change. They would come and be on my side. Even a lot of these people in the comments,
Yeah.
when they start hearing my plans
Yeah.
and what I truly want for our country and how I'm going to do it and what I want to bring in and incorporate and implement,
Yes.
they will also. I mean, yes, there's diehard ones that no matter what, but I believe the majority of NNP people and NDC people will change when they start hearing all my visions, all my plans. When they start hearing, because this is not a joke. I am not a joke. I want Grenada to be uplifted.
Yeah. All right. Got another call on the line. Caller, your live. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York.
Good evening, Junior.
How is Brooklyn, by the way? How is Brooklyn?
Oh Lord, it's very cold.
I'll let
After I left Grenada last Monday, it's so cold, Junior. So enjoy
Snow,
wherever you are, enjoy it in the meantime.
snow and bills.
Yes.
Snow and bills.
No, no.
No one builds.
I ain't looking out for the bills at all. I'm looking to go and do the income tax to get some money.
Yes, yeah, caller, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah, Junior, I have a question for your guest.
Yes.
Because she said she saw what taking place in Carriacou and she went to Grenville, nothing happening in Grenville. Well, my question is this. She said that Kit Mitchell is a legend, you Jackie. My question is, what is or what was his legacy? Legacy. I would like to know what is his legacy. Because, I mean, for Gary, we could say school of medicine, we could say independence, we could say Bishop did a lot. So we could think about agro industries and things like that. So what is Kit Mitchell's legacy?
I think I mentioned for me, his legacy was the longest running prime minister. That's it. Nothing else. That's what I said. I said he's the longest running prime minister, almost 25 years. That in itself is a legacy. But other than that, there's nothing else I can say.
Well, if that is a legacy, this is crazy lady. Go back and do some research. Bye.
All right, all right. Yeah, that's the leg I see. We got another caller on line. Caller, you live. Caller, you live. Caller, you
Yes,
live.
good night, Junior.
Hey,
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you loud and
Yes.
clear. Go right ahead.
Yes, good. The lady you have on the program there tonight.
She's still on.
She's saying
She's
the
still
only
on.
thing.
She's still on. So you could.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to tell her some of the good things that this new government did. If she is not aware. Number one, when this new government came into being, there were a lot of items that they exempt the VAT on. Essential things like baby pampers, adult pampers, etc. Then the nurses, they gave them $500 more on their salary. And now they extend it to the doctors now. The doctors will be getting $1,000 extra on their salary for 12 months. Also the nurses. There was an old voting carrico that's creating a lot of problem. They were able to remove that vote from the sea. So now people can swim in the water without any problems. Then the creatives, they give them 100% free concession to bring in the items here in Grenada so that they can do whatever they have to do. In the history of Grenada, last year, what we used to call it common entrance, they call it CPA now. 3 private schools were able to do this, the CPA and computer. Free tuition for all primary and secondary school and TAMCC. So if this lady living in America, tell her come down in Grenada and speak to me. And I will tell her what the most honorable Deacon Mitchell is doing for the country.
I feel
we need
I
one
feel your
other
campaigning.
party in Grenada right now.
I feel
NMP and NDC is enough.
I feel your campaigning. Give her a chance to respond. So let she respond.
She can't respond because everything I say is true. But she don't respond. Anyway, have a nice night, Junior. I hope to see you for Carnival 2024. Bye-bye.
Call her, you use something else, you know. All right. Yeah, so
Oh, God. I'm a fighter for the NDC party. I can't tell you how really
call her, I will pay you for that
love
ad. I will charge you for that ad, you know. Let she respond. Listen to her response.
Okay. Did she hang up?
No, she's still on the line.
Because she was saying good night. She was saying goodbye.
She's still there. She ain't on the way to go. It's cold outside. Okay.
Well, I'm going to just respond to one thing that you said. You said the nurses got $500 and the doctors got only $1,000. I don't think that's enough money that they got. Well, why should the nurses and doctors who are saving lives get such little increase in pay when the ministers are what they got, like 5,000 more a month? Do you think that's fair? That's unfair.
So how much doctors and nurses you getting? How much under your administration?
She said 500.
Under your administration, how much doctors and nurses will get?
Obviously, they will get much more.
They'll get much more. All right.
Of course.
We got a call on the line.
Junior?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, Junior?
Yes.
This lady don't know how much money those doctors and nurses are getting Grenada. Their salary is over $4,000. And a country like Grenada don't have nothing, no resources. There's a lot of money. You put $500 and $1,000. What do you want more than that?
What she said?
What do you want more than that? This is why why we have a lack. This is why we have a lack in healthcare. That's why you live in Brooklyn. That's why you are afraid to come down here. And if you get sick, you have to rush and try and fly back up to America where it's better healthcare system.
Today.
Okay. Miss Lady, I live in Grenada. Let Junior tell you the area code. I live in
I thought it was the same one who living in Brooklyn. Well, you know what? You're living down here. You know what's lacking in the healthcare system. So I shouldn't have to say anything more.
What's lacking is because the last government was not paying the bills. Paying for the medication. Then that won't happen.
Yeah, but almost 2 years. Almost 2 years now. This administration in, and things are bad still.
But you don't expect that just for a short period of time and expect everything to just come good all at once. It's magic that we're operating in Green Island. The Prime Minister spinning along and everything will just happen overnight.
Anyway,
I caller. Thank you so
I'm
much.
done with
Thank you
this
so much
caller.
for your input. Again, 718-701-5720. We got a few more calls, a few more interactions on here with the new political party, CSGCP. We got another call. Caller line, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Grenada.
Hello?
Hi, Junior.
Hello?
Hi, Junior, you hear
Hello?
me? Hi.
Hello, caller. You live? All right, person hung up. 718-701-5720 is speaking here with the head of the new political party that's recently launched, the CSGCP, Change Hope for Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Miss Carol Alexander Jones, and she's telling us about her plans or her projections. She didn't get too deep into her plans, but some ideas of going forward and making Grenada a better place. We got another caller. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Hi, good night, General. Calling
Hello?
from Canada. Hi, good night, Junior.
Caller, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, hi, caller.
I'm
Go right
fine, thank
ahead.
you. Hello.
Yes, hi, we're hearing you.
This is for the lady. The
Her
one before the last
her name is
caller.
Carol Alexander Jones.
Okay, hi, Carl. This is for you.
Good
Even
night.
the lady that called from Grenada was saying about the money that the doctors are getting, and she asked what you say you don't like her. That's not nice. If
What
you
did I say?
in Grenada, you
What
say
she
I don't like this caller. You said that.
No. I said I'm done with the caller because she was getting irate. So listen. I'm not gonna be speaking to people who's yelling at me and being disrespectful. When you call and you want to talk calmly and be respectful, then yes, I'll answer you.
Okay. The thing I'm here saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can change Grenada in 1.5 years or in 2 years' time? Do you think you can change healthcare in Grenada after healthcare in Grenada was messed up for 23 years? Do you think you could change healthcare in Grenada for 2 years?
Well, have they started to work on anything yet?
Well, you have a lot of things they're working on. They can approach everything at the same time.
But the health care is dire. It's a dire need in this country.
Hold on.
This should be priority.
That you don't like people to shout at you and disrespect you and stuff like that, but you do it to me. But I'm trying to say they are approaching a lot of stuff. And then if the former prime minister was not paying for medication, you think that the country just gonna want to pick up the medication? They're gonna have to take different steps to get the thing back how it's supposed to be. So everybody expects for NDC to fix Grenada in 2 years. I didn't say Grenada's fixed in 23 years. So it's like everything takes time. You're now saying about this and the like you come there to fix things and you're just talking and you're saying all this thing. It's not easy as we think and it's not easy as you say. You hear? When you reach there, sometimes you wouldn't able to fix nothing in a year time. You wouldn't able to fix nothing in 5 years time. So sometimes we talk and we look at stuff and we think, oh, it's so easy. I go there. They don't do no work on the building. They don't do work on the building. Sometimes the building is not Grenada Prime Minister owned to do work on it. Even in Grenville, a lot of Grenville building is people that belong to. So if I have a house and I don't want to do work on my house, the Prime Minister cannot force me to do work on my house. It's me. It's the money coming out in my pocket. So sometimes we look, I'm in Grenada every single year. And Grenada is a very lovely place. Prime Minister, ministers cannot fix Grenada by themselves. A lot of people in Grenada don't want to do certain things, so they wait on the government. So sometimes we sit down and we talk and we think it's easy. It's not as easy as we think and as we see. You hear? So sometimes you're talking and doing like this, and when you go there, you end up doing just like them. And I think NDC doing a very great job. They're trying their best for the 2 years they're there. And sometimes it's really nice to be honest and say, okay, you know what? They're trying. You hear? I think that's gonna sound better. You're making them feel like NDC is not doing anything. They're trying their best, and they cannot fix Grenada in 2 years, not even in 5 years. Thank you. Have a good evening.
All right, thank you so much, caller.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you want to continue taking calls because it seems like they just want to come at me and talk,
No.
and they don't want me to hear my response.
Yeah, well, I'm
So
preparing you.
it don't make sense for us to go back. They just want to share. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. Let them voice their opinions, but don't ask me no questions. Just voice your opinions.
No.
Because they're asking me, but then when I start talking, they start going on and on. So I will shut up.
No, hold on. Listen, it's a conversation, but I'm preparing you for the bigger things, eh?
Okay.
Because this is small compared to if you did become on the pinnacle of where you're aspiring to be, and are on a big network. They're not going to take it easy on you. This is just preparing you for the big stuff. This is small things that we're doing here right now. People will come at you. You will find people having difference of opinion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like you. They just have a difference of opinion, and it calls for a debate. And that's how I see it. All right, let's take this other call. And
okay, but I will shut up. And
no,
if they continue being disrespectful, I will respectfully say good night.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna take 2 more calls, and we'll take it from there. Caller live, where are you calling us from? All right, hold on, caller. One second. Caller live. Caller, turn on your background. Caller, turn on your background and listen to me on the phone lines. All right. Hello. All right. Hello. All right. That call, I don't know what's going on. She listened to on the radio. Okay. We'll take one more call, guys. We're gonna take one more call, and to hear from you, the writers. Caller live. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Good evening.
Hi. Good evening. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Okay, so I am listening to the young lady who is aspiring to be the next Prime Minister of Grenada.
Yes.
But the only thing I'm going to comment right now, the attitude is not going to work for me. Yeah, she has to take it a little more humble and let people voice their opinion. You can't just say, I'm going to sit quiet and say nothing. That's not going to work, honestly speaking. And I'm done. Good night.
All right. And you're free to respond. You're free to respond, Ms. Jones?
I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say. All right, okay. We'll take last call and then we'll wrap it up. Caller live, hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, good night, Juno.
Hey, how you doing? Where you
Good
calling
night,
us?
Juno.
Yeah, hi, good night. Where you calling us from?
I am calling from Jamaica. You know I am a staple caller.
Yes.
So, I just
Jamaica.
I just like to ask Mrs. Jones. So, okay, it's election next year. I am ready to vote for her. Now, one of the main things for me in Grenada is healthcare and agriculture. Now, I'd like for her to tell me in detail as possible. Of course, she can't, say everything, but in detail as possible, how can she fix those 2 industries in Grenada, given that I give her the opportunity to become the Prime Minister?
Thank you so much, caller. Yeah. You could stay online as she respond. Oh, okay, she left, so she'll listen. You care to respond?
Well, as I said earlier, the election is what, 3 years from now. So I will not disclose how I plan on bringing my visions and my plans into fruition as yet. In due time, you all will hear it. You all will know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this Jamaican person is ready to vote for you. You already turned her head. She's saying that she's all queuing for you. She liked what she's hearing thus far.
Is she?
But that's what she said. I'm taking her to.
No, I think she was just making like an example. Like if let's say next year is election, and she wants me to explain in detail again, and I'm not ready to do so as yet.
Okay, no problem.
Because the election is not next year.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, let me take you off the hot seat. Closing words, closing remarks. Let me give you an opportunity to close off. What do you like to say in closing?
Well, I would like to, to the positive-minded people and even the negative-minded people, especially the loyalists to the NDC and the loyalists to the NNP. And I notice there's not much NNP people on here. I'm wondering why.
You don't know that. You don't know who's what.
But they're not commenting as much as the NDC people.
But you don't know what affiliation. You see, you're given the platform, and there are people that's watching now. There's over 650 plus people watching both on all platforms, and people that would watch after. By the time it's said and done, 20-something thousand people would watch this from all aspects. So don't miss the viewership.
No. I'm not saying they're not watching, but I'm saying commenting. The ones who are commenting all the negative things, they're mostly the NNT people, But anyway, to the NDC loyalists, to the NNP loyalists, all I want to say is I thank you for listening, first of all, listening to me. And I'm just asking you to be more open-minded. Yes, I know this is usually a two-government state, NNP or NDC, but our country needs to grow. Our country needs a big change. Our country needs new leadership. It does. And I'm just asking you to be going forward. Yes, I know now y'all are, but, and don't get me wrong, in my launch, a lot of NNP people came. There was even NDC people came, and they wanted to hear me out. They were supportive because they want the change too, But to the ones who are really negative minded and just think outside the box. Think outside for the sake of your country. So for the sake of yourself, for your people. Just be a little bit more open-minded, because I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm not here to hurt Grenada. I'm here because I believe in the improvement of our country and our people. I have a massive plan, a massive vision, massive implementations that I want to, and I will. I'm going to come back on right along closer to when the election is. So, and I'm going to, right now I'm still developing the plans. You understand? So I can't just come and say what is what when it's not all put together as yet.
I got you.
I am now starting, and I'm just asking to be a little bit more open-minded.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Carol Alexander Jones, for your time chatting with us here, giving us as much as you can on the plans for your new administration. We appreciate you, and we're hoping to chat with you again. Remember, it's an open policy. We're here, always.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here, Junior.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Guys, so we're chatting there with Ms. Carol Alexander Jones on, again, the launch of a new political party, right? I'm sure you're going to be hearing a whole lot more about the CHGCP, her emblem being the dove, her color of choice being, I think, is blue.
Royal blue.
Royal blue. You're going to be seeing.
That's what I'm wearing now, because we're a people of royalty.
Royalty.
Yes. And the dove is a symbol of peace, love, unity. This and togetherness. This is what we need.
Okay. Absolutely. Guys, let's take a quick commercial break. I'll come back with my closing remarks. We'll be right back. Don't move.
You ready for an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
Want to say, big up to JetBlue. Yeah. Don't forget, if you're flying to Grenada, the airline of choice. 2 non-stop flight from JFK to Morris Bishop International Airport. Fly JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue. JetBlue will take you there. And from tomorrow, guys, it's going to be bills, snow, and bills for me. Getting ready to jump on that JetBlue shortly. Guys, what are you doing Sunday? What are you doing Sunday? If you're in Grenada, if you are in Grenada, this Sunday is Ride in the parish of St. George. Yes, Ride in St. George, guys. This Sunday, you can't afford to miss it, and it's Ride Excursion and Tours in St. George. For more information and to book, you call 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. Riders in the tongue of St. George. You know, we did all the parishes, eh? We did all the parishes. Well, not all the parishes. We did almost all the parishes. So this Sunday we go in St. George. If you're in Grenada, we inviting you to ride with us in St. George this Sunday. Next Sunday, guys. Next Sunday, we going where? Carriacou. Yeah, we in Carriacou. Next Sunday, not this Sunday coming, the following Sunday, we in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So if you want to go with us, ride Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It's going to be really good. If you're in Grenada and you want to go with us, of course, we'll cover your Osprey, return, accommodation, everything in Carriacou. It's going to be fantastic. Ride with us in Carriacou. That's next Sunday. Next Sunday, we in Carriacou. Nah, yeah, man, let me tell you, Carriacou gonna be mad. If you're in Carriacou, book early. Call 473-422-1011 and book early for Ride Carriacou. We're going up with the Osprey. The bikes and stuff going to be up there. And we have multiple excursions in Carriacou. We're talking about breakfast. We're talking about lunch. We're talking about accommodation. It's going to be amazing in Carriacou. Ride Carriacou the following Sunday. All right? Following Sunday. This Sunday, we're in St. George. Book now. Go to rideebike.com right now. That's rideebike.com. The whole crew is going to be in Carriacou, guys. Let me see if I can get the QR code so you guys could go and book now. Book now. Let me see. I think that's it. It says St. John. That was St. John that just went there. Carriacou. Let me put a number on the screen, guys. If you want to book, the number that you call is 473-422-1011. That's Ride in Carriacou. Following Sunday. This Sunday we're in St. George, all right? It's going to be madaristic. Yeah. Real vibe. Guys, and don't forget, if you want to book an e-bike, you could just go into Esplanade Mall any day of the week. If you have a family, so you have a family or a few friends that's coming down and you want to get your own private excursion with your family or friends, man, just give us a call. 473-422-1011. Stay out of you in the hotel or your home, a church group, yeah, come on, we take you there too. Yeah, man, it's about bringing family, bringing people together, right? And exploring the great outdoors. Church group, family, reunion, whatever you have, guys, it's all about ride, excursions, and tours. Yes. Let me show you something. So I told you guys I'm jumping on a JetBlue. I'm getting ready to jump on a JetBlue in the next couple hours. I'll be in New York a few hours, and then the next couple of days, you know where I'm going to be, right? Back in the heat again. But Clark's Court still have the great celebration of 50 Independence, limited edition, and we have those in our kiosks, I believe. Our kiosk is inside the Esplanade Mall, kiosk number 3 inside of the Esplanade Mall. So this is going up to New York for my producer, Lynn, because she will fire me if I didn't bring up her rum. All right? She said, don't bring one, bring 2. She summons me. Where's the other one? If I didn't bring it, I don't have a job tomorrow. So, hey. Guys, I'll be in New York in a couple hours. We say thank you so much. Now, my take on all of this conversation that we had here today, guys. I would invite people to get into public service. I believe what I do, although I'm not an elected official, I'll never be an elected official because I would never be on the forefront of politics. So that's not my thing. I will stay far away from that. I do what I'm doing here until I can't do it no more, right? But I believe whenever you're in public life, you have a responsibility to be about people, not about yourself, right? You have to see the bigger picture, and it's about helping people. That is why that as I say in local parlance, that is why you go there, right? And if you in public life and you're reluctant to help people, then you don't deserve to be in public life. You can't go into politics thinking it's about enriching yourself, because trust me, you ain't gonna get rich as a politician. The only one you try to get rich, remember that guy up in that premier in one of those US whatever territories, and he was a premier and he thought that he could have gotten off so well, and then he had all this drug scene that he was running, and then they catch him, and then he's almost facing a lifetime in prison. We're talking about that. So don't think you'll get into public life and get rich. So anybody who decide to get into public life, I salute them. But rest assured that it is not easy. You have to understand that your people would say things about you. You know, it might upset your curiosity. It might upset your whole being. People may make up rumors about you. People that is not for you is just not going to support you. They will call on programs and say things about you. All of these things will happen. But you have to be prepared to deal with stuff like that. And oftentimes, the way how you deal with these type of things is just to take it in, criticism, and see if it could make you a better politician or a better person, right? And that is the starting point. That is my starting point. So a lot of politicians, a lot of people getting into public life. I think that's one of the things that has to be adapted into the whole new challenge, right? Know that this is not a walk in the park. Know that you are going to step on people's corn, and people go step on your corn, and be prepared for it. So if any one of you guys getting into politics, expect radio programs. Sometimes, like myself, I might say something about you, yeah? But that don't mean I don't like you. That don't mean I dislike you. That just means that I'm doing my job, just like how you're doing your job, okay? So take it for whatever it's worth, guys. Take it for what it's worth. Guys, thank you so much. Ride along is the best place to be, all right? Although all you overdo it sometimes. I tell all you, Jade, all you watch, people are afraid sometimes to come and face all you. All you did so. Not so all you was, so all you come. Yeah, so all you come. New York bong for me, guys. Let me get my bags packed and get ready to jump on a plane. Be in New York in a good few couple hours. And right back down again. So all you come, right? Don't forget, guys, Riders Excursion on Tours. Riders Excursion on Tours. Go into the kiosk and book your next ride. Get a group, guys. If you have some friends, all you just get a group together and go and rent some bikes and go and ride it with your friends now. And we ain't talking about going and just ride up Grenada and ride in the middle of the road. No, we're talking about inside of Grenada. That's where we're going. That's the excursion that we're doing. All right? Jump on the next trail on Sunday, and you'll really, 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 really love it. You will really, really, really love it. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. When I leave here, and I head and I jump out of these clothes, let me see how leave here, guys. Let me see how leave this place that I'm at right now. And I jump on the plane.
Snow and pills in your mother, no. You go on the carnival, have in front, forget about everything. Jumping up in the people band and everybody masquerading. Go ahead and have the fun, mash up the place and spread out the whole savings. Now it's time to go home, you just reach back and look what they have waiting. Tell me, you owe me money and you no complain. You tell me you're broken and your bank account drain. Who watching your children? The landlord calling your name. I'm gonna tell you we're waiting as you come off the plane. Bills, snow and bills in your mother, no.
Yeah, from the time I leave, just snow and bills. Anyway, guys, good night. On behalf of all of our production crew here, we say thank you so much. Next time I see you, I'll be on the other side of the world. NYC, I'm coming. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.